other men, right? And I feel that women should listen to a woman. And that's my take because I'm not sure why we, as some of the women, gravitate much to the man because they feel that the man is going to give them a lot of information about relationship. And to me, you as a if you are a straight man watching me, you don't have a, and this is why I try to direct this to women because I'm a woman that's dealing with straight men. I'm the woman that has experienced straight men. So how can another straight man in a relationship tell you about another straight man? Hello? Now I'm not trying to put my women down. I'm giving you a real reality about us learning how to connect. How do you really truly connect to someone uh, through our relationships. And a lot of time, I, as a woman who's dealt with straight men, is going to give you better information on how to what? Deal with a straight man. It is what it is. So that's why I'm sometimes trying to talk more to the women. Okay, guys? But I got you guys because you know whatever I'm telling the woman is helping you. Hello? So I'm giving you a lot of ideas. Hey, Thomas. Because men don't, my thing is, in it, Thomas, men, and let's just be honest, guys. Put a comment in it, those who want to say something. How is another man going to tell you about the sexual energy that he had with a woman? I'll wait. He's not. I mean, guys, let's just be real talk. Another man is not going to tell another man how he sexually excites another woman to another man and get his ideas. He's just not. So I feel like more relationship men should be talking to men. I mean, that's just my thought. Okay. Now, hey, you all may say differently, but I don't. I feel I need, some more information about certain things from men that talk about relationship, but not how to sexually relate to a straight man. You understand this topic right here, okay? So don't think it's I'm just going after one side. I'm just giving some information that's gonna have to go. So I'm gonna give some information for men that's going to help men. I'm going to give you, you know how to do it. I give you pros, I give you the cons, I give you the solution. This is all about sexual energy. If you're just coming in, we're talking about the dynamics of emotional, sensual, exciting connection that fuels great desire, great erotic connection. That's sexual energy. Okay? It's not just about sex, guys. I don't want you to get that confused. It's not just about sex. It's about the presence, the confidence. It's about the passion that you exchange with each other. Romance, romance, romance. Okay? So let's get into some of the things I'm gonna try to help you. So let me try to do some things. I went over some of these things. A lot of times I have to go back and look at my studies and understand my conversation with you. So do understand I'm always studying and studying. So it's not, some things are in my head, but some things I always study too. So there are 5 things that I found that men, first I'm talking about the men and then I'll get to the women, that have more of sexual energy. Okay, so what do you mean by that, love doctor? Where does that sexual energy come from? Okay, what is it that's giving the men sexual energy? I think that is what we're trying to go to, men. The women, this is how you get a man to have that great sexual energy for you. You see where I'm going? And then men, I'll talk about how to get the sexual energy from a woman for you. Got it, guys? Most of the time, men are attracted to what they see, right? So men they get excited on how you carry yourself, how you're looking, if you're sexy. Men like that wanting to feel exciting, okay? And that brings about the exciting of their energy. But the thing is, how are men being expressive with their energy? That's where we're going with this talk. Got it? Because having great energy, not just with the erotic connection, because that involves a different side. Having sexual energy is just not, like I said, about sex. It's about the expressive in it, the adventurous of it, the desire, which is how they're attracted to you. So these things come about, but you also have that side where you got to be confident and nurturing, right? And you got to have that energy where that person is self-assured that you're going to make them feel good, right? Now, here's my thing about the pros to men with the sexual energy. Okay, so men sometimes, it's always about, in a sense, keeping the sex exciting. If you're going to have great energy with men, you gotta keep the sex exciting. All right? Meaning you gotta have different routines. And I think, so that's on the sex side of the feeling. But when you're having different routines with someone, it could be how you present yourself within a way of a sexual routine. Meaning, you guys can be in the kitchen, and when you come home, the men come home, and you in your birthday suit, right? That's a sexual energy. Cause soon as he hit the door, he looking at you like, hello. So now that excitement and connection is happening because it deepens the pleasure. It enhances the pleasure of someone that you just walked in the door, hadn't seen, and she's in a birthday suit. Either when, like, when a woman that when you visit a man, and that's, though some of you women did this, so don't be trying to be brand new. But some women, you know how when you go visit your man, and especially in the winter, and you in your coat, and under that is your birthday suit. Yes, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know how to, it's things that you have to do for this man to keep great sexual energy. Now, when we're talking about the emotional side of it, you've got to do things when it comes to how you talk to the person. That could be before they get to the house. That could be before you come together. You got to mix it, not just with only how you carry and dress. You also got to do it with your mouth. Okay. Or, it can be a kiss, it could be a whisper, it could be a touch. You see? That's sexual energy. You got me? That's sexual energy. So those things are where I'm talking about when we're talking about sexual energy. Now, understand, I'm just talking about a few things today. We got all month to talk about various different topics on Romance Month, okay? Now, let's talk about what happens, lady, if you don't know how, right? Or having issues within your relationship, or there's difficulty that are happening in your relationship. What is it that you can do? I feel that you should try different things each month. Try something new. Add something within your relationship. It could be role play. It could be toys. It could be touch type of playing. Like I said, just touching someone. Those are simple things that you can do to keep the sexual energy exciting. And I think sometimes we don't think about that. And we're just talking about this was before the act of sex. Okay? Because the whole key, you've got to create energy, right? To have exciting sex. You got to have great what? Energy for somebody to have great sex, right? So you've got to do something to make it exciting. Okay? So this is why this is so important, because part of sexual energy is the nurturing and the affection that you give someone at the same time. That's what makes that energy so great. But you gotta try different things. You gotta do things. If your relationship is not going too well, you have to build trust through doing certain things. You have to provide or try things that's going to involve non-sexual things to build that relationship up. Do you understand that, guys? You have to do things that's going to create emotional desire, emotional connection, emotional attraction. And you got to really do this, guys. You got to do more of that, because it's all about trust, right? And it's all about connection, and it's all about desiring each other. And when you try different things, which I'm going to talk to you guys about, I'm going to give you some ideas of some little toys and some little things. I got you for the romance month. Just hold on, hold on. We're just getting started. But right now, let's just build on the energy so that I can help you with when I bring the products, y'all ready for it, right? Okay, so now, hey, Eric, what you doing? You talking to me tonight? Hey, Carrie. How you guys doing? Hi, Kwame. Thank you for joining me. So, okay, so let's go into the women. The women on sexual energy. Okay, now, women, men, here's what happens that you all are learning by what you're seeing and watching on TikTok. Because TikTok, Facebook, YouTube are showing these funny satires of I don't know if you guys saw it. I should have put it up here. What's that one where the men are out there acting like they're pregnant. They are on their menstruation like the women do, have their monthly, and so they're experiencing the pain. They want to know what it feels like when we go through cramps, and it's hilarious. But the reality is, men, it's a whole lot involved. And I'm mentioning that because you all are only dealing with the pain. You're only dealing with how we're feeling at that moment, right? But baby, we got a whole lot of other things that going on within our lives. So how are you going to help us keep our sexual energy up? What is it that we need to keep our sexual energy up? So we, of course, need the attention. We seek the present attention to keep our energy exciting. We need dominance sometimes. We need emotional connection. And most men know that. We need that passion. We need for you to express it. You see? So a lot of things that we look for and always looking for safety and protection. But within that, when we're dealing that part of us just having a cramp and being in pain and feeling bad, we need you to help us, make us feel valued. That's what women a lot of time are seeking, to feel valued, to help them increase their pleasure. Because sometimes that goes away when we have stress and situation going on and our mood changes based on cramps. You got what I mean? So, but if you are wanting to have a sexual energy going on and I'm in one of these moods, that's not gonna happen. So I gotta give you some ideas that's gonna give you possibly what you want. Most of the time, that's not gonna happen on that bad day of cramps. Not gonna happen. But I can help you understand how to get through through the motions of us going through those changes. Okay, so when we are dealing with this, needing attention and at the present, we have to get rid of distraction and we have to remove the stress. Women, but to do that, you got to make us feel valued. You got to make us feel attentive pleasure, which is touching. Remember, I talk about that. Okay. But at the same time, we need spark, excitement, like do something, try something new, like I just talked about. Provide some form of structure. Uh, Come up. In other words, when I say provide, we're always coming up with, most of the time, with a structured way of us getting together, doing something, or our pleasure, or when it's going to take place, when we want it to be, how you want to say it, more exciting or different. Because men, most of the time, my women say, men are doing the same thing. Y'all are in the same space and motion, and women want to change it up. You know what I mean? Not, get me wrong, I'm not saying all guys, some men. So you've got to sometime change it up. Don't you be dominant, sometime, or dominant in a different way. So let me correct that. Meaning, we want you to take charge, but how do you want me to take charge? Because sometimes we want to take charge, but most of the time, men are the one thinking they always got to come to us. But women would come to you and want to jump your bone sometime. And when we say that to you or get sexual with you, y'all look at us like, "What are you doing?" And that's not good, guys. So you gotta take on that type of switch structure and excitement when a woman desires you at a time you're not ready, just like it happens with us, because they can switch up. When you want excited, passionate, exciting, expressive energy, it makes you feel intoxicating. And that comes from the touch and the feel. That gives you that sexual energy. But if you're not serious about it and you fake it and playing with me, it's not going to help the situation. You've got to let me know that you're real, that you're feeling this energy. You gotta show women that you really feel this energy. Don't be faking, because don't get me wrong, ladies. You know men faking too. Men want to talk about the women, talk about we fake when we having a look at that. That just went out my orgasm. That went right out my head. I'm sorry, guys. Orgasm. When we have an orgasm, sometimes the men want to say we fake it, but don't get it twisted. They fake some stuff too. So let's be real, all right, guys. So let's be real. But we gotta balance this. We gotta balance this. We've got to really come together and really do a lot of great mind talking and touching and being excited for each other, guys. So sexual energy we're going to keep on talking about this because it's really something to talk about, because it's about engaging and doing some actionable things. And so I'm going to give you much more as we go along. I wanted to begin my romance month with sexual energy because I'm going to be talking some stuff, guys. You understand? I'm bringing some things for you that we're really going to be talking, because sexual energy is about having a great mind to desire what you're seeking. It's about communicating sexually, sensually. It's about experimenting. Those are the things I'm going to give you some different ideas. It's about staying curious, right? So that's what that energy brings. Those are the energies you've got to bring to a mate that you're seeking. This doesn't have anything to do with just being married. This is when you decide to bring a person into your life. When you decide to enjoy a mate in your life, keep that sexual energy in it and keep that person excited for you by doing simple things that keep it exciting. Okay, guys. So I hope that helped you. Again, I will explain before I let you go, so you can, if you guys have any questions, if you want to ask me anything. Again, sexual energy is about the desire that you have for someone that makes you exciting, arousal. It's an emotional connection, okay, right? And it's a magnetic energy that you give to each other that is a great, of course, physical attraction, right? Sexual desire energy has a lot to do with your how you what you create and bring, because your key is to bring spark into your intimacy, and you want to keep the intimacy. So I'm giving you the glue to deepen your bond. That's what I'm giving you. I hope that what I'm giving you right now is the glue. Okay? But again, but men and women, y'all got to both experience and seek different types of ways. And that's what I hope I gave you tonight. That's the key to sexual energy, is that you got to align yourself with each other so that it stays exciting. Okay, guys? So I hope what I just, the information that I just gave you is helping you understand about sexual energy. Now, what I'm going to continue to give you is some ideas of being exciting for Romance Month. If you're in a relationship, even if you need the ideas for future relationship, this is just not about because you're married or in a relationship. This is just being excited for yourself. You don't have to be in a relationship to be loving to yourself and learning things. You got it? So I hope that the information that you got is helping you. We'll be back on Thursday talking about some other, I don't know what topic I'm going to do on Thursday, but it's going to be doing something with enhancing your romance. It might be backwards. But it says enhance your romance, guys, if it's backwards. That's the towel. That's my little towel that you put in when you're in your bathroom. It's a hand towel. Enhance your romance. This is what August month is about. So remember, if you're in a relationship and you are join your mate, you have to keep it about peace, joy, and happiness. Okay? If you're single and you're not ready yet, it's okay. Take your time, be patient, date, and enjoy life. If you're in a relationship, you know what I say. You've got to make sure it's about peace. If you're seeking love, just wait, be patient. True love is only delayed, guys. Okay? So I hope what we talked about tonight is enjoyable. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I like Irk. I don't have on any makeup. I just have on, I might have eyeliner on. That's all I wear. And my lip gloss. I'm not really a makeup girl. And then you know what the girls do. I ain't ashamed now. I did add me some eyelash extensions now. Don't get it twisted now. We got to add a little something. But I don't have on makeup, Irk. This is all me, just with an eyeliner, some eyelashes, and some lip gloss. That was just a little too much TMF. I need to keep that to myself. Okay, guys, so listen, we'll be back talking about some more relationship. And you know how I do. We're always talking about love and love. So, guys, make sure